Hey, what's up everybody? Jordan Crakey with Jordan Crakey Baseball. Hope everybody's doing well. Hey, make sure you like, share. I'm trying to reach as many young folks as we can, boys and girls out there. I've had a bunch of requests. I've had a bunch of kids in here. Mid-season, obviously, some folks are struggling. Some folks are doing well. Batting averages were high. Now they're mid-range. So we're working on a few hitting drills here. I've had a few requests and a few kids in here that have been struggling, popping the ball up, swinging and missing. So I got a few drills here that we want to discuss. The main factor in this is shoulder plane, hip plane, okay? So when I say that, there should be a slight downward plane to your shoulders and your hips when you land, when you go to your launch position, okay? If our hips and our shoulders are landing and launching upwards, you only have one way to go, okay? If you're landing and your hips and your shoulders are up, that means everything can go up. And the consistency to make contact on a baseball going up is very small because you only have one chance to hit that ball. Whereas if we have that downward plane, our bat is gonna stay through the zone for a long period of the time, which gives us more opportunity to hit the baseball in different timing spots. So if we're a little bit late, we still have opportunity to hit that ball. If we're right on time, we're gonna hit that ball. And if we're a little early, we're still gonna hit that time. Versus an upline swing, if we're a little late, right, we're gonna miss it. If we're a little early, we're gonna miss it. If we're right on time, we're gonna hit it, but we're still gonna pop it up. Okay, so here's one drill. It's called the bucket drill. Basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a seated position on the bucket. Okay, you're gonna have a tee, and parents, coaches, I want you to put this tee out away from them, all right? Put it on the outer part of the plate, way out in front at a low position so that when they go to hit, it really exaggerates hitting down on top of the baseball, okay? And I got this set up a lot of the times with the kids. You want to do a visualization, okay? You want them to visualize where to hit the baseball, all right? I always put a four-seam setup, okay? I always put a four-seam setup with this top seam up like this so that the kids can focus hitting down on top of that top seam, okay? So they have something to look at, something to visualize when they hit. So basically, you're gonna take your position on the bucket, you're gonna relax, all right? You're gonna have a good base, and then as you come up, this should not be quick, all right? This should be slow, controlled, no head movement. Again, we want that downward plane in our shoulders and our hips so that we get a level bat path with good backspin on the top of the baseball. And again, we want to focus on hitting that baseball on the inside and then following through, not so much around the baseball and getting that pull mechanism. We want to make sure we stay on the inside. So basically what you're going to do, creep your way up, stay into your legs. All right, the whole point of the bucket drill is to use your legs as we're coming up. Our stride, our shoulder plane, our hip plane is going to be down so that you drive down to the baseball, okay? You're gonna create that backspin movement, which gives us line drives, home runs, okay? We're not gonna create an uphill mechanism, all right, to where we get pop-up, swings and misses, foul balls, all right? So to demonstrate, you're going to sit easily on the bucket with a good base. You're gonna creep up, hit down through the baseball, okay? Next drill, we're gonna set up, if you don't have a pitcher's mound, okay, you can use a hill, all right? You can put your tee on a hill that's downward, all right? You can use a piece of plywood set up on a cinder block, however you wanna do this, all right? You need to make sure that you have a downward plane forcing your child, forcing your player to hit down on the baseball, all right? So this pitcher's mound obviously has a downward plane like this. That's gonna force our back foot higher than our front foot, giving us that downward plane, all right? So a simple drill I like to practice with a bunch of kids. I like to start out taking 5 to 10 swings like this. Again, putting that four-seam ball on the tee,
with the top seam up so that we can give them a visualization of hitting down on that baseball, hitting down on that top seam. All right, getting a good push through your back hip. All right, you're getting a good drive down through your back hip. I see a lot of kids with this front hip leading. If that front hip leads, all right, we lose all of our pop from our back hip. We want to drive this front hip down into our front leg, okay? If you can see this, hitting down on the baseball, all right? We drive our back hip into our front leg. We hit against our front leg. That's where all this energy and power comes from. If we get an upward movement, we get no drive, we get no pop, okay? So this drill is gonna force us to have a downward motion to the ball to create that backspin, to create those line drives, base hits through the middle of the plate, okay? The last drill is a tough one, and it seems easy, but we did this in AA, believe it or not. It's called high tee, all right? This will fix anybody's swing, okay? You like to put a tee up, about chest high, okay? It's gonna force your player to obviously have a level swing, okay? If we have a high tee like this with the ball chest high, it's gonna force us to stay level on top of the baseball. Again, you got that top seam up, so it gives our kid, our player, a chance to hit a level swing, all right, on top of the ball, all right? If that tee's up here, it's not gonna allow us to come underneath of it, all right? So we're gonna hit everything to the top of the cage. We're gonna blow the tee out. We're gonna hit on top of the ball. High tee, nice and easy, driving down, creating that level swing, creating that backspin, okay? 3 easy drills, okay, to driving down. You have to have a downward motion to your swing, all right? A slight downward plane to your shoulders and to your hips so that you can drive that ball down and shoot a line drive right back up the middle. If you have any questions, if you have any requests, feel free to get me over a message, get me over an email. A lot of good things coming up. If there's anything I can help with, I'm here. Again, Jordan Crakey Baseball, Jay Crakey Baseball at YouTube. Subscribe, like, I appreciate it. Everything we're doing for them kids. All right, thanks, see ya.